What's going on, everyone? Spartan G Gaming here. Today we're looking at Fallout 4 and completing another mission, which is the Road to Freedom. Now I'm going to hopefully share my guidance with you and help, and we're going to try and make sure that you understand how to complete this mission. It was quite a difficult one if you don't know what you're looking for. So that's why I'm going to share my help with you. Now, when you first start the game, when I was discovering the map, when I was walking all around, I did find the Road to Freedom mission very early on. It's up to you whether you continue on with that mission really early on. I didn't bother, I went on to another mission. But basically you will first of all need to follow the Freedom Trail. So like I said, I didn't. But later on when you get through the missions, I'm up to level 41 now. It then requires you, when you're following the main storyline, to find your son Sean, to find the Institute. Now to do that, the railroad will help you. So that's why we now need to go back to following the Freedom Trail to find the railroad so they can help us then find the Institute. Okay, so it's the main storyline that we're on here now, and you will be required to come back to this if you haven't completed the Road to Freedom mission already. If you haven't already discovered the Boston Common, which is where the Freedom Trail is, then you can't fast travel. So you know, I'm showing you the exact location on here now, guys, but try and find it as soon as you can if you haven't found it already. Once you've found the Boston Common, you can then fast travel there so you can come back to it another time, just easily go there without having to travel again. So that's the Boston Common area where we need to go for this mission. When you do fast travel, you will end up spawning exactly where I'm starting here from, guys. So all I'm going to do is just walk over now to where the Freedom Trail starts. Now, like I said, a lot of you probably don't understand where the Freedom Trail starts. I didn't originally. I just left it because I thought, what do they mean? But when you do talk to the robot, if you want to do that, he will explain a little bit about what you're looking for, okay? But it's up to you to then discover what comes after that. There is a password that we need to find, guys, for right at the end of this mission. Now, this is the path that you need to follow. I didn't know this originally until I discovered it, but it's the red kind of bricked path that you need to follow all the way through. It's quite difficult to follow, actually, but I'm going to help you and show you how to follow that path. Now, you will get these engravings on the road as well at every kind. There's 8 kind of landmarks that you need to discover through following that red path. The first one up here is the start, right where I showed you there, guys, and we get the pass number and the word, which is number 7, which is the letter A. So write that down if you want, guys. But like I said, I'm doing the hard work for you, so you probably don't need to, because I'm going to give you the password at the end anyway. But this is for those of you who do want to actually complete the storyline properly and do it yourself. This is the road that you need to follow. As I said, it's quite a thin red bricked path. You will see some red paint as well. And this is the second landmark that you will come across as you're following the red path. There's the next one there, guys, right outside the building. And it's the New State House. We've got number 4, which is letter L. So again, you write that one down if you want, guys. This is the New State House. So if, again, when you walk past them, you can actually read. There's a little plaque outside, which helps you kind of understand a little bit about it. And it's up to you if you want to read that, guys. It's completely up to you. You don't have to for the mission. It's just finding where the little plaques are on the wall of the landmarks that they want you to discover. But if you follow the red path anyway, you should see those engravings on the road, and it's then there where you need to pick out the number and the letter, which helps you then for a password to get into a little system at the end, okay? So we're still following red. As you can see, I mean, there's a lot of debris over the red line, so it's not perfectly, identified all the way through. You will get a lot of scrap on top of it, so sometimes you have to kind of really find it. So we got the next one here, guys, which is the Granary burying grounds. Now, when you look just down on the pavement there, you will see that we've got the number 2 again with the letter A. Okay, so that's the Granary burying grounds there. So when you do continue on again, then it does get a little bit broken here, but try and follow me, guys. This wasn't night time when I was trying to do this, but I did go back in the daytime, obviously, to give you the pass code. You will come across quite a few feral ghouls and also some super mutants as well. But just, kill them, do whatever you want with them, or you can just follow the trail and keep by the side. You should be able to keep out of the way. But some of the red road and the pavement you have to kind of really look for. I mean, I'm just coming to the left here over this scrappage all that's here, because a lot of it is obviously concealed by all this scrap. So it is quite difficult. But then you'll pick it up again once you imagine where that line is. It is quite easy once you start it, but I was looking around quite a few times and for quite some time looking for that red line. But there's the next one there, guys. This is the old state house now, and when you look down on the pavement, just where I'm showing you here, you will get the number 6, which is saying that the letter is O. Okay, so that's the old corner, sorry, the old state house. Now then, we follow the red road again. This is a bit like Wizard of Oz, but instead they have the yellow brick road. We're following the red brick road. Okay, so again, it splits up a little bit here. You will get some vicious mongrels that you need to shoot. They're quite difficult to shoot, actually. I mean, I've got a high-powered pistol here, and it still does take its time to kill them. Again, following that red road, you will then come across the old corner bookstore. And this time the number is 3 with the letter I. And then we carry on again, guys. So hopefully you're picking out these locations yourself and making it a little bit more understandable for you. So we're going up the stairs now with some red paint there. We've got the brick path again that we're following. And this building in front of us here. It is Faneuil Hall. Now, I'm coming back to this after killing all the supermints, but there is quite a few supermintants around this hall, so you've got to be careful when you do first discover this, because they will try and kill you. They're quite hard to kill as well. But then we get the the number 5 and the letter R this time, and it's right near that statue outside, as you can see there. And again, we carry on. We're just going to carry on following this red road. There's only 2 more now to find. There's 8 in total, as I said, until we've come to the location that we're looking for to follow that railroad. And when you do discover it, it's quite an amazing thing, actually, because you feel like, yeah, it doesn't take too long. But when I first started to do this, I could not follow that red road at all. It did take me a bit of time to work out where it, originally goes to, and it will do yourself. But hopefully, like I said, if you watch this back, you will see the exact path that I'm taking. I do apologise that it is at night time, but you can't help Fallout 4 sometimes. You do get the night time and the daytime. I just decided to do this in the dark for some reason. It was just the time of day when I decided to do this. So we're following that red road again. Now we've got the next one coming up. Is quite a difficult one to see because it is just on the left hand side if you do follow this red path up. And it's just where those steps are there. You see that, guys? There's another one in there. This is Paul Rivera's house. It's just outside the steps, as I said, and we've got the number 8 with the letter D. Okay, so we're 1 away now. That was the penultimate one. And like I said, when you shuffle all these words about, I've got a feeling you know what you're going to come up with, guys. Remember what it is, originally what the mission is that we're trying to do. We are trying to find the railroad. So that's a big clue there, guys, okay? Now, once I did start to get to roughly about here, I kind of had an understanding of what the password is all about, what I needed. Then it was just a matter of just trying to find what it was I had to put the actual passcode in. This is the last one, guys. It's the Old North Church. We've come to the end of the location, and it's number 1 with the letter R. Now, when I shuffled all these around, guys, what did we come up with? Well, it came up with the railroad. Okay, so we knew we had railroad as a password because it doesn't take a genius to work that out. I mean, I've already done that for you. What you need to do then, there's a little lantern up there. I don't know if you saw that, little painted in white. It's kind of guiding you now into where you need to follow. So we come into the church and we know we've got this password railroad, but it's where to put it in. So let's try and look out for these little lanterns, these white painted lanterns. Remember, there's one up there just on the right-hand side of that staircase. I don't know if you saw that, guys. So that's telling us basically we have to follow that because we're following the Freedom Trail. The red road has gone now, as you see. We're just following those lanterns now. This is quite eerie, actually, when you come down here. When I did originally come down here to start with, when I found this, there are quite a few feral ghouls down here, so you will need to blast them away. There's another lantern there, guys, showing you they're on the correct path. Just following that round. There's only really one way you can go around here. There's not any other kind of exits off here. It is all straight through, so it's not too difficult. We'll just see what's in this box here. I love the items in Fallout 4. There's so many that we can take from those boxes and fill up our inventory. So this is it, guys, on the wall. There you go. We've found it. Now, this is a look when I did originally do it. So that's what you need to find at the end of that tunnel, guys. Now, you've got the choice to spin this clockwise or anti-clockwise. It's up to you. You don't need to specifically choose any of these letters, out of order. Remember, we're going to put in railroad. So when you do get that little red cursor or it looks like I don't know, some kind of red cursor there. You just need to then activate the button. Obviously, it's going to be A on the Xbox One. If you're on PS4, we're looking at the X button. But basically type in and then enter those letters that we found, guys, which was railroad. So I'm just doing that now. You can do anti-clockwise. It doesn't really matter, guys. You can choose any of those letters as long as you press the enter button on that next letter that we're putting in, and it should then unlock that doorway to finding the railroad. So you can see there we're putting in the O, and then we just want another A, so we're putting in the A. So we're just going to press that. Every time you press the button, if you got the correct letter, you can actually hear the kind of locks unlocking. So then we just want the last letter, which is D, and then you can hear it start to unlock. I'm just going to check to the left-hand side there, guys. You can see that little doorway starts to unlock, and there we go, guys. That's it. Hopefully I've helped you with that, guys, and then you can follow the railroad. Take care, guys. See you soon.